Hey, Pastor Josh here. We're reading Genesis chapter 9, verses 18 through 23. Noah was a righteous man. He was blameless in his day. If you would have asked anybody before the flood, if anybody would have been asked, hey, is Noah a bad man? Everybody would say, no, he's a good guy. He was blameless. No one really could say anything bad about Noah. But of course, Noah was not perfect. He sinned, and we will see one of those sins that he did here in our text today. So Noah got off the boat. He's got three sons. The sons of Noah who went forth from the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. Actually, it's going to become very important because if you remember, it is the Canaanites that the Israelites will be fighting in the days of Joshua and when they are conquering the land, the Canaanites. And so the descendants from Canaan will actually become very important in just a moment because of what Ham did to Noah. And remember, you have to remember who was Genesis put together for. I believe, as many conservative folks would believe as well, is that Moses put together the book of Genesis. He put together Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy as well, first 5 books of the Bible. But Genesis predates Moses. It is way before Moses' time. But it would have been put together for the Israelites as they came out of Egypt. And as they crossed the Red Sea, came to Mount Sinai, it would be during that time frame there at Mount Sinai, perhaps a little bit afterward, that Genesis would have been put together by Moses. And I believe that Moses would have gotten various sources and things that was passed down through the different families there of the Israelites, and then he put together and wove Genesis together in what we have. And so the Canaanites are actually going to become rather important people to the Israelites because they will be their prime enemies when they go into the promised land. So these three were the sons of Noah, and from these the people of the whole earth were dispersed. So just like everybody came from Adam and Eve, everybody came from Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Everybody goes back to Noah. And so from these folks come the entire world. And so Noah began to be a man of the soil. So after going through the ark, after going through the storm on the ark, Noah now is retiring to be a man of the land. He has done his big work. Now he is settling down. He's making a good living. And he planted a vineyard. He drank of the wine and became drunk and lay uncovered in his tent. So here is the sin that Noah does. He becomes drunk. He drank from the vineyard and he drank a little too much. He drank a lot, so much that he became drunk. And it is not a good state for us to be in when we do not have complete control of our faculties, whether that be a particular substance that you do or it's a particular activity that you are involved in. When you are so consumed by something that you cannot think correctly, you would be said to be drunk. And so this would be the great sin of Noah. He became drunk. And there was consequences. He lay uncovered. He was naked in his tent, and this is going to cause him more problems. He's drunk, doing things he doesn't realize that he's doing, and he is there naked in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, were mentioned again because the Canaanites will be important to the Israelites. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father. It's not necessarily that this was an issue, that he saw the nakedness of his father, but he didn't choose to respect his father, cover his father's nakedness. Instead, he turns this into something to laugh about, something to go and gossip about, something to bring his other two brothers to come and look at it. In a sense, he is doing a sense of pornography at this moment. He saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brothers outside. And there's another sin. Noah gets drunk, then he lays uncovered, causing a great issues for his family. And then Ham is going and making fun of him, telling his other two brothers outside. Do want to point out, though, that the text actually goes rather quickly over this sin. It is just one verse, but we will see that the solution to this problem is much more detailed. Then Shem and Japheth took a garment. Notice they didn't go and make fun of Noah. They didn't go look, but they took a garment, so they're trying to solve the problem, laid it on both their shoulders, and walked backward and covered the nakedness of their father. Their faces were turned backward. Notice it's twice. They walked backward, they turned backward, and they did not see their father's nakedness. So, but I want you to see the contrast between what Ham did. He looked, and then he went to his brothers to make fun of his father. He was being disrespectful. And then Shem and Japheth, you see the emphasis. They walked backwards. It said it twice. You see the slowness of this. There's much more words. You can see it just if I highlight it. The solution of the problem, many more words than the sin. The focus is, of course, on the good thing, the corrective action that Shem and Japheth are doing, and they covered the nakedness of their father. Of course, that would be an example for us to follow, is to cover the sins of those that are around us. Not in a sense of trying to sweep it under the rug or trying to make sure nobody knows about it, but to lovingly care for those that find themselves in a mess. Noah sinned by getting drunk and drinking too much wine. He's drunk and he finds himself in a compromised position. Ham takes advantage and laughs at Noah, while Shem and Japheth takes the time to cover their father's nakedness, to take care of him. Even though he sinned and did wrong, they're trying to remedy the situation rather than to exasperate it, make it worse, and make fun of him. And so we need to make sure we as Christians are taking time to help those that find themselves in sin. Help those that need to be helped, to walk alongside them and to help cover the sin that they had done. Again, not to cover it up, but to restore them to the appropriate place that they should be in. I pray that that was a blessing to you all, and I'll see you in the next video.